can you elaborate more on you initially not fitting into the music industry?
Um, I feel like it's just like I kind of never knew what genre I fit into, and it it was always, I mean, I guess at the same time it was great because we fit into different places. And sometimes I felt like, oh, but we're not fully that, like we're not like fully the jazz festival, and we're not fully the indie scene, and or- yeah, it was just kind of confusing at first because when you're just starting off, there's a lot of kind of this, maybe like some sort of pressure to like define like what you're doing and where it should fit and who you play with, and and also I didn't fit into like different like boxes of like, yeah, like how you should sound or look or be, and that was a little hard in terms of like getting the music out there and getting people to hear it. But I think like the world is changing, and we're also like discovering who we are more in terms of our sound, and um yeah, does that kind of make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this, like the only reason well the one of the reasons why I liked Kind so much is because of everything you said. I don't know what genre to put you in at all.
Mhm.
That's what made it interesting. And think about a lot of the great bands throughout the last 20, 30 years, like Stereolab, for example. I don't
Mm.
know what genre they are, but I think their music is incredible and they're very influential. So I think it's great that you don't know where you would fit in regards to genre or radio format or whatever. That just makes your music more interesting and more diverse.
Thank you, Peter. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's something that, I mean, I feel like I've just kind of just gravitated to just writing what I hear, and being uninhibited by that, um and it's been like hard to like just like be like, is what is it okay, like is this fine, like I love what we do, and like, and I think just like focusing in on the music that you're making and letting go of all of the exterior stuff, just like, and having such supportive community, like really kind of like gave us so much strength to just like keep doing it and keep growing, and yeah.
And, going back to you in your band improvising, and a lot of your songs taking on different shapes, I think that's a great place to be because again, you don't want to be immediately put in a box or a certain genre. You want people to just appreciate your
Mm.
music for what it is. And I've been reading some reviews for Kind, and I haven't seen anything that really puts you in a certain box or any kind of specific
Mhm.
genre at all. I don't know. Maybe you've seen certain things. Maybe other interviews that you've done, people have maybe given you a label. But I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't, at least recently haven't seen any genre labeling, and I think I love that. I think it's great.
Yeah. But here's what I'll ask you. Like, let's say if you ran a record store and you got Kind and you listened to Kind, where in the record store would you put Kind?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe like future folk section. Um, I don't know. That's actually a really hard question. I try not to answer that question because it falls into that genre category.
Exactly. That's why I did it. I was kind of being a jerk there because if you when you go to record stores, right, and there's certain artists that you like that you don't really know what genre they are, but their music is so incredible. You want the record, but you just can't find. You don't know where to look. Because I'm a big fan of Lido Pimienta. I don't know if you ever listened to her,
Love Lido Pimienta.
right? But where would you put her? I looked in world. I looked in pop. I even looked in indie. Nothing. I'm like, where do you find this?
Yeah,
And I think that's great.
so good.
There needs to be like not even an other category, just a big question mark. The question mark, and that's where I will shop every record store, the question mark section. And I would put you there and Lido Pimienta just chilling. Just you two.
I love the question mark section, and I think that that should happen.